Hello everybody, Alan Northern here giving you filmmaking tips and tricks, and today we are going to be auto-captioning a video file in Adobe Premiere Pro CC in 2023. In the past we'd have to use, people like rev.com to caption our software and things like that, but now we can do it just like by ourselves. Now, this isn't like a foolproof auto captioning. With any auto captioning software, you're gonna have to do some tweaks, minor tweaks here and there, but it's pretty good. So let's get started. And if you like this video, give this video a like. It helps boost the video in the algorithm if you liked it. If you didn't like it, you could always dislike it by the end. All right, let's get started. Okay, so first we want to find the video file that we want to click and drag into our project area. So we're gonna click and drag this trailer. It's gonna import the file. Great, we are importing the file, fantastic. So now the file's here. Okay, so now we're gonna open a new sequence, right? And the sequence is gonna be, it doesn't matter, it's gonna reformat in accordance to the actual MOV file anyway. So I'm gonna click and drag it on here. Change sequence settings, that's fine. Great, so now we have the file. So now we are going to go to, conveniently, the Captions tab, right? So, under the Captions tab, you will see text, right? And that's where it is right here, it's text. So you have your sequence here. All you gotta do, hit transcribe sequence. Transcribes in and out only, you can do all this stuff. But we're just gonna do the basic good old transcription. So it's gonna take a few moments to transcribe the video file. So let's transcribe it, boom, boom. Normally, you never wanna burn letterboxes into your video file. This is a pet peeve of many filmmakers, myself included, but this is just for captioning. We're just captioning, okay? So before you get on my case, it's all right. Usually when you're exporting files, you only want the dimensions of the actual aspect ratio of what you are shooting on. You don't want any additional letterboxes. Alrighty, here we go. So here we see that we have our transcription file. And so let's take a look at when people start talking. Alrighty then. Okay, here we go. Boom.
Have you ever thought about what our lives would be like? Things were different.
So we have if things were different. So that's this line. It's if things were different, right? And you're gonna have to be doing things all throughout, like to just tweak it minor here and there. But when I would do videos for clients, they would need captions because you've got to be, you've got to be friendly to the individuals who can't hear. You need those caption files if you're doing videos for clients. And before, I'd have to type every single word in manually for the client. But now you can just do auto transcribe, and the only thing that you're gonna have to do is fix the errors that the computer is gonna generate. So, if things were different, boom. Let's keep going.
Things were different. If we were normal.
And she says, because I have the script, if we were normal, right? And we can just,
if we were normal.
You see, and it'll just pick it up as if it like, oh, I did that originally, kind of does the scrubbing for us. So we're not done, right? So let's just assume that we went through everything line by line, we fixed the punctuation, we fixed the grammar, and we did all of that. Okay, great, we did that. Now let's go back in to create the actual captions. So, create captions. We go to create captions, and you can decide the maximum length in characters of each line. So it just depends on what your client's looking for or what you're looking for. We're just gonna leave it on default. You can set it that, if it's single line or double line. I'm going to do single just because I believe it's easier to read. And I'm just gonna minimize the characters a little bit. And this is what we're going to do, style. Now you can see some options here. You can do subtitle, you can do CEA 608, you can do CEA 708. but I'm just gonna do subtitle. So you create. All right, and so now you have your subtitle file right here, guys. So let's go in here, and now you're gonna be able to see the physical, lines here, you know. I love the single line text because it's just easier to read. Like if you can't like hear what's going on, I think it's much easier to read just one line as opposed to two. So that's just my opinion.
Have you ever thought about what our lives would be like? Things were different.
That's beautiful. That looks pretty good. And that's just like right out the can. And so what we can do to alter it further is we can obviously change the actual text. So SRT files is usually what clients will want. Just keep that in mind. This is how we can change all of them at once. This is how I do it. I mean, I do it the lazy way. If you have a quicker way, just do it the quicker way. I click on everything and I select the font that you want. You'll see it in the Essential Graphics tab on the right-hand side of your timeline. And okay, so if we were normal, it's a good little frame there. Okay, so, and that's how you can change the text, guys. You can change it, and when you change it, you can see how it looks. You know, boom, changed all of them. There you go, pick it up, just decide which one your client wants or which one you want. Which one is easiest to read is normally the one you should go with. See a really funky one. If we were normal. If we were normal. So we got some funky ones here. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much how you do it. So now let's go to export because we want to actually export the SRT file. You can either bake it into the file or you can export the SRT file separately. So, you know, you can upload it to YouTube or whatever. So let's do that. Export SRT file. Caption file. I'm gonna just call it test caption trailer. SRT save. And let's find it. Here it is. So here's the actual SRT file, guys. And this SRT file, you're just gonna be able to, like when you open up YouTube, you're just gonna be able to click and drag and you can replace whatever SRT file YouTube automatically generates and just replace that file with this SRT. So that is how we export the actual SRT file separately. Now we're going to bake the SRT file into the MOV file. There's gonna be two options. You can burn the captions into the video, or you can just create a sidecar file. And it just depends on what you or the client is looking for. If you want to burn the subtitles in, burn the captions in, then burn the captions in, like if you're doing TikTok or something like that. But if not, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be creating a sidecar file so that you can upload it to whatever streaming service or whatever internet platform you want to upload your video to. Yeah, so this is how you burn the captions into the video. You select burn captions into video, and this is how you create a sidecar file. So this basically just enables you to export the MOV file at the same time as you're exporting your SRT file. And you can click include SRT styling. Store caption styling settings as tags in SRT file. Yes, because we worked hard on the SRT file. So we want everything to come out perfect. All right, cool. Now let's export. I know that Adobe Premiere has had this function for a while now, but I'm just getting around to making a video about it. I know it saved me so much time and energy and money as well. So hope you learned something in the video. I'll be making more just like this one. So if you're interested, consider subscribing. And it's always a pleasure talking to you guys. Until next time, see ya.